Hello there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, English Wind. I'm Suranga. So today it is total immersion. Total immersion is basically you are totally immersed in the English language, English total immersion. So when you are totally immersed, you learn the language. ඔබ මුලින්ම භාෂාවේ නිමග්න වුණාම තමයි ගිලුණාම තමයි භාෂාව ඉගෙන ගන්න. පොඩි උන් උනත් එහෙම තමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න. They don't learn grammar, they don't learn vocabulary, they are not thinking about learning, and then automatically, naturally they learn. That is comprehensible input. Stephen Krashen's comprehensible input. So today it is total immersion. For you to be totally immersed, I'm going to tell you a story. This is 131. That is, I have done 130 stories for total immersion, completely in English. That is total English. So this is the 131. Okay, shall we go to the story? A very beautiful story. This is a cobbler and the rich man. Cobbler and the rich man. Who is a cobbler? Cobbler is a person who is mending shoes, repairing shoes for living. So to earn money, some people, it's a good job. And repair shoes, they help us in many ways. They, make our shoes really, really beautiful by mending them. When we cannot wear them as they are worn out, and then they somehow repair them, and they give us the chance to wear that thing again. So that is, they are cobblers. Cobbler, mend my shoe. You can remember the nursery rhyme or whatever. Yeah. The cobbler and the rich man. There lived a poor cobbler in his hut. There lived a poor cobbler in his hut. So they are talking about a cobbler, the man who is mending shoes. There lived a poor cobbler. He is poor. He is not a rich man. Poor means he has no money. Yeah. In his hut. Why do they say that it is a hut? They say it is a hut. It's a small type of house or something like that. So he has erected something. He has built up something that is not a house. If we can say it a house, they would say it a house, but they don't say that it a house. They say it is a hut. Why hut? Hut is something really small. Yeah, smaller than a house. We cannot say that it is a house because it's a hut. You know what a hut is. There lived a poor cobbler in his hut. He worked very hard to earn his bread. He worked very hard to earn his bread. Who worked very hard? Very hard. Very hard. He worked very hard to earn his bread. Earn his bread? Oh, not string hoppers. Earning bread. Not earning Kimbala bunnies. Earning, yeah. To earn his bread means doing a job, to earn money, to get what you want. To earn his bread. To earn my bread, I teach. To earn my bread, I'm teaching. So that is, say, earning my bread means what I'm doing as a job to earn money, to get what I want, the stuff. There lived a poor cobbler in his hut. He worked very hard to earn his bread. By every evening when he returned home from work, he was as happy as the king. Yeah. He is living in a hut. He is really poor, mentioned earlier. But every evening, but means contrasting. This is different, yeah. But yet for all, even though, yeah. But every evening when he returned home, return means coming back. But every evening when he returned home, at the time but every evening when he returned home from work, he was as happy as the king. He was as happy as the king. Who was as happy as the king? He was happy. Who was happy? The poor man is happy. When is he happy? When he comes back to his house, when he returns. Yeah. Say, when he returns home, he is really happy. Why? Because he is poor? No. So poor people are really, at times, really sad. They think that we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have sort of thing, things like that. But this poor guy, contrasting, is really different. And this poor guy, without thinking about, irrespective of the position, the condition that he is in, he happens to be happy when coming back, from work. But every evening when he returned home from work, he was happy as the king. He was happy as the king. He was happy as the king. Do you think kings are happy? I don't know. Yeah. Because they are not really happy. At times they are happy. And they have to think about ruling the country. And they have to think about the man in the street, that is the general public. And he has to think about himself. He has to think about his position. He has to maintain his position. Right, what kings do, that, yeah. He was happy as a king. He enjoyed his poor meal. Wow. He enjoyed his poor meal. He was poor, lives in a hut, but yet for all, he's happy. He enjoyed his poor meal. Poor meal, maybe is eating pulse at this time of day. I think for some reason we even cannot eat pulse. It is sort of a luxury, right? Pulse. Yeah, that is. People have different opinions on about coconut. So we know what really happens because we do have coconut. Not going to talk about all these things, yeah. He enjoyed his poor meal, sang the glory of life, and had sound sleep. He enjoyed his poor meal. Oh, he enjoyed his poor meal. Sang the glory of life. Sang the glory of life. Glory, what is glory? Oh, glorious, we would say. If we see something beautiful, something really interesting, we would see, oh, glorious. Oh, the lights and everything when you go to a party and everything well illuminated, you would see it completely a different thing than you would say, oh, glorious, oh, beautiful, wonderful. So here they say that he sang the glory of life and had sound asleep. He sang the glory of life. Here the glory is basically the happiness. If you are living in a good way, if you are doing good things, you are really happy. So you would find the life interesting. You would find it is glorious, it's beautiful, it's majestic, right? Glorious. And then, so why do you sing when I'm here? I would sing a song, when I'm here. So then why should I sing here under this billing tree? Why should I sing? Because I feel the glory of life. La la la, la la la, la la la. I feel the glory of life. So similar manner, that guy sang the glory of life, sang the beauty of life. He sang because he was really happy. Enjoyed the poor meal, sang the glory of life, and had sound sleep. He had sound sleep. Yeah, had sound sleep. He sang and he enjoyed his meal. So really a beautiful thing. A poor guy living in a hut. So what he should understand is when I'm telling you this story, I'm not talking about what is in the story. I read you the story and I produce language. I make language, new language. I'm not just explaining this away. I express my feelings or I can think about the story. That is what you should see. That is the natural spoken language. Do you understand what I say? So if I'm going to explain this, there lived a poor cobbler, lived means this and lived means that and things like that. They're explaining away. I'm talking about English. Here I'm not talking about English. I'm trying to express my feelings in me, inside me, what I feel. That is it. Shall we go to the second chapter? This cobbler had a very rich neighbor. This cobbler had a very rich neighbor. Who is neighbor? I'm Suranga Tennakon. And next door, adjoining house, next door, there is a guy. We call him Hitchaya. That is Hitchaya's house. I can see that, you cannot see Hitchaya's place. So my neighbor is Hitchaya. Here this side there is an akka, Nalani akka. Don't say if they hear they would hit me. So Nalani akka. Yeah, there. So Nalani akka, Ichaya, they are my neighbors. People living in this locality near my house. That is, they are my neighbors. Yeah. This cobbler had a very rich neighbor. Oh, not like the cobbler, he was really rich. Oh, this cobbler had a very rich neighbor. All his life he spent only to earn money. There are people like that. All his life he spent only to earn money. All his life he spent only to earn money. All his life, throughout the life, during his lifespan, that is, he is living, why? To earn money. All his life he spent only to, spent means what do you call, not spending money. Spend means he's basically living. Yeah, spending is, I'm not going to tell you, give you the single idea of spending. Yeah, spend. I spent some time uh, in Abu Dhabi. I spent some time in Abu Dhabi for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, yeah. I spent some time there. Yeah, things like that, spend. This cobbler had a very rich neighbor. All his life he spent only to earn money, but he was not happy. How can that be? How can that be? But he is not happy. Who is not happy? The neighbor is not happy. Whose neighbor? The rich guy. Businessman knows somebody. This cobbler is poor and his neighbor is rich, and rich neighbor is not happy. He has spent his life to only to earn money, as they say. I think you understand what I say. Yeah. This cobbler had a very rich neighbor. All his life he spent only to earn money, but he was not happy. He was not happy. Why is that? Don't know. He had no appetite. He had no appetite. What is appetite? Appetite is basically the natural desire to eat. Appetite is natural desire to eat. Now, for example, around 12:30, 12 o'clock or say, I have my breakfast first, and then around 10:30 I have a cup of tea, and then when it comes to 12:30 p.m. or so, I feel that I'm hungry. So I have an appetite, natural desire, natural liking. Oh, I want to eat something. I like to eat something. That is appetite. If you have no appetite, we would say, oh, no, I have no appetite. Somebody would ask me, Suranga, you can have a piece of cake. Yeah, we do have a lot. Yeah. Why don't you have a piece of cake? Somebody would ask me, yeah, showing me a tray of cake. Yeah, I would say, no, I have no appetite, Masang. I have no appetite. I had something this morning, yeah, so therefore, no appetite. So, can eat later. Yeah, okay, I would say, not now. Yeah, that is it. But he was not happy. He had no appetite. Ayo pau. He had no appetite. Why is that? Because it's really a good thing. If you have appetite, a natural desire to eat something, that's really good. All the other people eat, you would say, I don't want, yeah. Then you will have gastritis and things like that, right? Why? You have no appetite, not because, or a monkey. It's nature. Yeah, but he was so happy. He had no appetite. He did not know. He had no appetite. He did know. He did not know what peace was. He did not know what peace was. Peace is basically peace. There are different types of peace. Peace and harmony. Peace. Tranquility. That is peace of mind. That is undisturbed. If you are disturbed really due to things, no peace in mind. For example, that Pandora is moving, let's say. So that was a bit uncomfortable to me. Yeah, right, because I'm doing something, the camera is here, and something like that. Yeah, it is not so. Some people are worrying about things, all you, and then no peace. Yeah. So they say he had no appetite. He did not know what peace was. What peace was. What sort of a thing that people, they had no idea. I mean, that rich guy had no idea that some people are really living with no troubles in their mind, no problems in their mind. They are not repenting. They are not thinking about big problems. That is it. So he had no idea. He must have been thinking, yeah, everybody is like just like me, thinking about problems, thinking about money, thinking about gold and things like that. Yeah. He did not know what peace was, and at night he could not sleep. Finally, he could not eat. No peace in mind, and that sort of a tranquil mind. He had no sort of a free mind. No appetite. He cannot eat food because he thinks that his tummy is full. And the worst part of it, that is the most bad part of that is he can sleep at night, breaking rest without sleeping. Yeah. He always thought of his money and could not sleep. He always thought of his money and gold. He had a lot of money and gold, maybe at home, in his place, maybe a lot of gold and money and things like that. He could not sleep because he's always thinking about the money. How can I protect my money? How can I safeguard all these things? Maybe he's thinking like that. Yeah. Yeah. But poor cobbler is his neighbor. So this rich man wondered, how can that be? How can that be? The rich man wondered, how can that be? The rich man wondered, he had no idea, he could not understand. The rich man wondered how the poor cobbler could be so happy, how the poor cobbler could be so happy. He must have seen that poor cobbler. The poor guy is really happy singing songs with sort of a glory. No, 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 no. Yeah. So then that rich guy, he had no idea. He could not understand why he was happy, why this poor guy was so happy, having no money, having nothing to eat. When the cobbler, this rich man wondered how the poor cobbler could be so happy. So one day, before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. Yeah. So he wanted to play a trick on this poor man, doing an experiment actually, doing an experiment to check whether to disturb that guy, disturb that poor guy. Yeah, he was sure that he would be really disturbed if we is given a good amount of money in a way. This rich man wondered how the poor cobbler could be so happy. So one day before the cobbler coming back, cobbler goes to mend shoes and he has to come back in the evening. But before he is coming back, the cobbler is not at home, say around 4:30, say. When the cobbler came, so one day before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. A bag of money on the floor of his hut. Floor of his hut. You know whose house is hut? Hut is poor cobbler's house. So one day before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. On the floor, you understand? Floor of his hut. Floor of whose hut? The cobbler's hut. Yeah. So one day before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. When the cobbler came back in the evening, he stumbled on the bag of money. He stumbled on the bag of money. Yeah, stumble. Stumble means you catch your foot on something when you are walking. Stumbling, you understand? I should not say what the meaning is. What the real singular idea of stumbling is when you are walking, when you're walking along something, you hit something. Yeah, narrow escape, nearly falling. Yeah, you nearly fall. Yeah, nearly fall, not fallen. Yeah. This rich man wondered how the poor cobbler could be so happy. So one day, before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. When the cobbler came back in the evening, in the evening, that it shows that he is working really, really hard. Why he's coming back home in the evening? Must have been going to the town the nearest, but yet for all, it takes in the evening when you're returning home. Yeah. So one day before the cobbler returned, he put a bag of money on the floor of his hut. When the cobbler came back in the evening, he stumbled on the bag of money. He lighted the lamp. Well, what's that? He should have asked, must have asked. Yeah. What is that? I stumbled on. When the cobbler came back in the evening, he stumbled on the bag of money. He lighted the lamp and saw the bag. Oh! He saw the bag. Oh! He lighted the lamp and saw the bag. He found it full of silver coins. He found that it was silver coins. Silver coins. I have to go to Colombo around 4:30 now, ample time. When the cobbler came back in the evening, he stumbled on the bag of money. He lighted the lamp and saw the bag. He found it full of silver coins. He found it full of silver coins. Nice. He found it full of silver coins. He found it full of silver coins. What sort of coins? Silver coins, full of silver coins. He found it full of silver coins. Had never seen so much money. He had never seen so much money. He had never seen so much money. He had never seen so much money. Oh. I have never seen such a big amount of money. What is that? He had never seen so much money. He did not know where he should keep it. This is a hut. It's really risky to have a bag of silver coins in a hut. What can I do if I have a hut, if I am poor and this is a hut, no place to put this? I can bury that, but I'm not sure. Somebody must have seen this event. So therefore, how can I protect this? It's very difficult for me to go to mend my shoes even. So now that guy is not going to mend shoes every day. Really bad. He's not earning that much money. He had never seen so much money. He did not know where he should keep it. He did not know where he should keep it. Yeah, you understand? He did not know. He had no idea where to keep all this money. The cobbler forgot to take his meal and nobody heard him sing that evening. The cobbler forgot to take his meal. The cobbler forgot to take his meal. The cobbler forgot to take his meal. Forgot. I have forgotten my key somewhere. Where is my key? I have forgotten it somewhere. I forgot my key. Yeah. I forgot my key. I have no idea that I did it. I placed it, put it somewhere. So he has forgotten his meal. Oh, did I eat my lunch? Yeah. Oh, there is nothing to eat, he would say. Did I eat my dinner? How can I eat my dinner? I have nothing to eat, something like that. The cobbler forgot to take his meal and nobody heard him sing that evening. No songs, nothing to eat, no work. He was poor and poor and poor, the poorest. Oh, he could not even sleep. Now this guy is not also sleeping. Now he cannot sleep. Now the rich neighbor is not sleeping. And the poor neighbor is also not sleeping. They are both awake. Oh, how sad. He could not even sleep. Then he tried to think and found that the bag of money had robbed him. Oh, then he tried to think. Then he tried to think why this happens to me. Now I'm really poor. Now I'm really sick. Now I cannot remember things that what I have done. And that is really a bad situation. Those days I was happy. I sang songs. I saw the glory of life and everything. I enjoyed my meal. However, I don't have meals to enjoy now. That's really a bad thing to happen to a guy. That's really bad. Sing that evening, he cannot even sleep. Oh, I cannot even sleep now. Then he tried to think and found that the bag of money had robbed him. Evolution, evolution. Oh, you're innocent guys, right? I mean, all these places are their localities, their habitat those days, right? But now we have acquired all these habitats of their areas, and then they have no idea how to go to the law. And otherwise, they would go to lawyers and they would say that these people have taken my things, but they cannot do that. So that is really not a good thing to happen, but it has happened somehow. So that is biology. I'm not going to talk about biology now. Then he tried to think and found that the bag of money uh, had robbed. The bag of money had robbed. The bag of money had robbed. Then he tried to think and found that the bag of money had robbed him of all his joys. The bag of money has robbed of all his joys. Of him, all his joys should be, yeah, of him. So you can rob a person or a place. If somebody robs a person, he takes something forcefully or without informing him, robbing. He robbed me of my cell phone. Somebody has robbed me of my cell phone. Yeah, robbed my house. Oh, can be. Yeah, basically rob a person. So, and finally he realized. Then he tried to think and found that the bag of money had robbed him of all his joys, his happiness. Yeah. So he really found that the bag of money robbed, stolen taken his happiness away. Now he is not happy. Why does it happen? It has happened because the bag of money has taken his happiness away. Yeah, robbed him of all his joys, all his happiness. So he threw away the bag of money. He threw away. Uh, he threw away, throw me the ball. Throwing a ball, yeah. Throwing a putt or whatever. He threw away the bag of money and became happy again. Became happy again, yeah. He became really happy again. But usually the story is basically wherever we find the story, it is different. In usually that they talk about a king and a poor guy, and king somehow puts a bag of gold in front of his house, and they found it, and it is 99 gold coins. Some people say that they belong to 99 club. So as it is 99 gold coins, he thinks that he should somehow put another gold coin to make it 100, to make it 100. the bad part of mathematics. If they could not count, if they had no idea how to count, problem solved. But they could count, they count and they find, yeah, this is 99, I should make it 100. And then the poor guy has to work 1 year to earn one gold coin to do that. Yeah, so then they become really, really unhappy. So that is a sort of um, stories that we have learned, but this is a different version really. This guy, I think he has done it, sort of a fabrication, sort of a new version of this story, and he has thrown away all his money and he became happy again, and don't know whether he would do it, but nice story, yeah, that is said. So what I should tell you is, if you listen to total English, then you learn English. That is what I have to say. And there is another thing that I have to say is, we are starting 2 courses actually. Today is sort of a time that you not need no teachers to learn languages basically, because those days we had only telephones, not telephones, on radios, and then no way of learning a new language. But now you have everything on your table, so you can learn everything. You can listen to native speaker, and you can listen to conversations, whatever you want. So then you have a very good. So what we should do is not basically teaching you the language basically while we are teaching something. Actually, we should show you the way how to learn a language as a mentor, as a helper. So in that sense, we are starting 2 courses. One is a intermediate spoken English course. I mean, this coming March, we are starting that weekend course, that Sunday. Think of 7 to 8, 9 p.m. And at the same time, grade 9 English, the syllabus with spoken English. So students, grade 9 students, they learn science in English, English medium students. They learn mathematics in English, but probably they learn English in Sinhala. So sad to say. So therefore, so we are going to do a class by our academy, total English for grade 9. But time to time we have to use singular language, that's okay, but generally the courses of total immersion and English, you will find a big difference, a real difference when you are totally exposed to the language. You should see how the language is produced by the teacher, natural language production. Okay, by, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share this video and comment. Most importantly, I like to see your comments, and then bye.